Okay, everybody, sorry. I'm multitasking right now. Today is a busy day for me. What time is it? 9 o'clock? Nope, don't got time for eyeliner. Because I know how that goes. It's gonna try and play me and then I'm gonna be late. This isn't gonna be like a vlog. This is going to be kind of a life update. I know you guys see me every day here on the vlog. If you guys like this cup, DixiePistol.com, we've got a ton of them. So you guys really truly only see so much in a day. You know, if you guys see me drink a lot of coffee and then talk about my struggles with my kids, go to work, eat tacos that I shouldn't be eating because I'm trying to lose weight, remember? Trying. And then, play with my cats, and it's usually lights out. Well, there's a lot more that goes on in a day. There's a lot more that usually goes on in a day. And you know, whether it is family stuff that you guys don't really see, or friendship stuff that you guys don't really like know anything about, or I don't know, the back end of my business, like you guys don't really see all of that. You guys don't see all of the like behind the scenes of Dixie Pistol, for example. You know, you guys see me go to work every day, but I don't really talk about like the things that we're working on, and maybe I should. Maybe that should be more interesting. So today I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about the crazy changes that are going to be happening. And you guys are gonna see all of this here. What time is it? 9:04? Yeah, I've got plenty of time. Good. See, that's why I didn't do my eyeliner, because I knew it was gonna try and play me. We're just going lashes, super simple face. I'm gonna be working at the rodeo today. Let me see, I don't even know where to start. It's nothing bad, you know, it's just life and it is what it is. So, you guys know, me and my husband, we just celebrated 8 years of marriage a month ago. We've been married for 8 years. We've been together for, it'll be like 10 in July. This dude is my best friend. He is my like backbone, right? We were friends way before we were ever, like the fact that we actually ended up together was a total accident. I could tell you guys a story someday, but it was a total accident. And so more than anything, more than anything else, we have always been fantastic friends. And I think sometimes in a marriage, especially when it comes to, a lot of people say that, you know, oh, I'm married to my best friend, I'm married to my best friend. And I think, especially the kind of person that I am, I'm pretty good about seeing things from other people's perspective. Don't get me wrong, I'm stubborn as shit, and I'm aware of this. First of all, hold on. Do you guys remember the fact that I had no hair not too long ago? This is just, it makes me so happy every time I pull my hair down. I'm like, oh yeah. This is just kind of like uncomfortable for me, so you guys are probably gonna hear me detour this conversation so many times. You know, we were friends for a very long time before we ever like got romantically involved. So there are certain things that I understand about this man that like as a friend, like I totally understand why he's doing these things, right? There are different needs from a friend. At least for me, I have very different expectations from a friend. Like, friends, I don't really expect anything from them. Except Stephanie, bitch, you need to answer your phone when I call you. I think you guys may have seen this a little bit in the tattoo video the other day. I am very bad with my emotions. I don't like to let a lot of people in, and not that it is, not that it's superficial, but I truly, I care and I love really, really deeply, but it's very hard to get me to care. It's very hard to get me to love. I'm not very trusting. I'm not very trusting of new people and inviting new people into my environment and around my kids, and just, I don't know, that's just me. It's like if if we're new friends, like, okay, that's fine. This is kind of why Mike and I balance each other out, is because he's so like, oh my God, come to my house and let's be friends and let's do this and we're attached to the butt cheeks. And I'm just like, what did you do to Kenzie in the 3rd grade? You know, like, I don't know. That's just me. It might not be my greatest thing, but it's kept me out of a lot of trouble. And I just don't like hurt, and I don't like to be hurt. And I'm very protective of myself, and you know, I don't know, a lot of the time I feel like if I keep you at arm's distance like that, then it's just easier for me to not be hurt when things go south, or when we just don't work out. I think that honestly, God, this is taking the whole, this is diary time. I think honestly it just kind of stems from me not really knowing my dad when I grew up. Like, I had a stepdad, he was an asshole, but like my actual biological dad wasn't really around when I grew up. I think we kind of reconnected when I was like 15 or 16. But, you know, there was a lot of him kind of like coming into my life and then disappearing for a long time. And then coming back, and then everything was great, and then disappearing for a long time. So I don't know, I don't like to let people into a position to where they can hurt me. And I think that as a friend and as a wife, I have total, like, I don't even know why I'm telling you guys this. I might not even upload it, honestly. It's a little personal. As a friend, I have a certain set of, not expectations, but it's just like, okay, I'm not going to get hurt or offended or in my feelings about certain things, right? But as a wife, it's a different story. You know what I mean? That's why it's just like with Mike, and I understand certain things from him as his friend, because I understand what makes him tick. I understand how to interact with that man, you know. But as his wife, he could be doing that exact same thing, and I'm just like, what are you doing? No. Like, let me see, something simple, for example. Okay. Something simple, for example, all right, he works a lot, okay? And as his friend, I understand, oh, damn, you've had like a really swamped week. Yeah, go live it up. Go hang out with your boys. Go get your drink on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, go have a great time. You've been working really hard all week. You know, you've been really, like, just, like, eating dirt all week long. Go. Right? That's, yeah, of course you need to blow off some steam. As his friend. As his wife, I'm like, you've been working all week. We haven't seen you. The kids miss you. Like, what's the deal? How come you don't want to be around your family? So it's one of those, like, what is that? The meme, that Kermit meme, where he's just like, I shouldn't eat the tacos, and then he's got, like, the dark hood, and he's like, eat the tacos. Like, it's kind of like this weird, like, I don't know, it's like this weird, like, double understanding, and sometimes the best friend takes over and is like, oh, you know what, that's fine, and then other times the wife takes over and is just like, no, you need to get your butt home. And I don't know, that along with the, like, I mean, he was only in the reserves, so it was never like he was deployed. There were definite times where he would be sent away to do Air Force stuff, and he'd be gone for a month or 3 months or whatever at a time. And then when he would come home, he would just work a lot. So I think that we kind of got to a place where we just got used to not being around each other. And it's kind of tough, like, adjusting back to that. And I mean, even now, he still works a lot. We work under the same kind of, like, umbrella. His boss is my boss's husband. So we're around each other a lot. And I love that. But I don't know. It's kind of changed a little bit. So all of that to say, I don't know where I'm going. This is kind of the first time that I'm ever really, like, saying anything, like, out loud. I mean, maybe to Stephanie, but, like, saying anything out loud, I think even just to myself, Obviously, the camera's on. I may or may not upload this. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know. I kind of really struggle with things. You know, we got married super young, and I don't think that that's really a reason behind it, but I think it definitely helps understanding in terms of like we've just kind of grown, maybe not together, but we've kind of grown at a parallel, you know what I mean? And they're along the same path, but they never quite cross. And I think that's kind of where we're at. I mean, you guys see us in these vlogs every day. We've got a really great relationship, him and I. Like, we've always gotten along super well, and we have always, you know, had a lot to laugh about and a lot to talk about. And, you know, obviously, like, I just feel like him and I do get along really, really well. But at the same time, I think we just are focused on very different things right now. And I said it a while ago, like, sometimes we go through seasons where we are, like, obsessed with each other. And then other times we go through seasons of, it's just like, why are you here? Why are you here? I don't like you. Get away from me. You go hang out with your friends. Like, I don't care. kind of moment. And I don't know. He put in his 2 weeks notice at his current job and was offered a really, really incredible opportunity to work for another company. And it's one of those things that, as his wife, is like super exciting and incredible, but it's also one of those things that it's just like, as his friend, that's incredible, and you'd be stupid to turn this down. And at the same time, like I said, as his wife, like, that's incredible, it's huge, but as myself, I'm not ready to move on from Dixie Pistol right now. And you know, it's the first time in, how old is Joshua? 8, so realistically 9 years, because when I was pregnant with Josh, like, Mike left for the Air Force, and he was only supposed to be gone for his like 3-month like basic training, and then they ended up keeping him for 9 months, or for almost the entire 9 months. So literally, he came home 2 weeks later, Joshua was born, and I found out I was pregnant right after Mike left. So it's always been kind of crazy. And for realistically 9 years, I've put, like, Jesus, I could cry about it. Alright, we're not doing this today. Realistically, for 9 years, I've put, like, everything on hold. Because I am very passionate about my family, and I'm very passionate about my family, and it's not a, we have to be together kind of thing, because sometimes I feel like that creates a more hostile environment. I want my kids to grow up happy and knowing that their parents love them and love each other and are just looking out for their best interests. I've put so much kind of on hold for 9 years to be mom and to raise kids and to try and be the best wife that I can. And you know, this whole, like, Dixie Pistol thing, like, it just kind of fell into my lap. And it worked out a lot better than I expected it to. It worked out a lot better than, like, my boss. Like, it's just been a really, it's been a really surprising and fantastic kind of, like, marriage and partnership. And I'm so thankful for it. I know I'm like exhausted, but I love waking up every day and going to work and learning new things and figuring new things out for myself. And you guys might not agree with this, but I am in a moment in my life where I'm being a little selfish, because I've put so much on hold and so many opportunities just let go to the side, because I was trying to be present and available and accessible, like, constantly to not just my husband, but to my kids. And it's a really hard line to walk even now. It's a really hard line to walk. Like, it's It's a really hard line to walk. And he put in his 2 weeks at his current job, and I like, this is one of those things where it's just like, he's been busting his butt. He has been busting his butt for so long. Like, I'm aware that I'm not the only person who has maybe sacrificed a few things. I'm totally aware of that. And I'm so proud of him. And I'm so thankful for how, like, hard he constantly works. And at the same time, though, I feel like it's pushed us into these just weird parallel positions where it's like we get along so well and we work so well as a team like that. But it's kind of just pushed us into a place where he has to take this opportunity. Like, as his friend, as his wife, he has to take this opportunity. Like, I will drag his ass there. You know what I mean? And currently, where he is headed it's so exciting. Like, I'm so excited for him. But at the same time, I am in a place where I've got this huge opportunity as well, and I'm not willing to give that up currently. You know what I mean? Like, Dixie Pistol is huge for me, and it's something that I'm really passionate about, and it's something that I am surprisingly good at. And I'm not ready to move on from that. And so it's put us into this weird place where we're kind of struggling along here, and we've got all these amazing things kind of happening for us. He's got this huge opportunity. I've got this huge opportunity. Oh, I guess I should also say that his opportunity, like, his new job is actually 3 hours away from San Antonio. So, yeah. That would mean that I would also have to let go of what I'm doing right now and what I'm passionate about. And it's selfish, but I'm not in a place to do that currently. Let me tell you guys a story. 2010, Joshua was just born, and Mike was in the Air Force, and I think I was 18, 19 years old. I was a baby. And I was singing a lot as a mariachi, and, you know, fresh out of high school, like, I thought I was the shit. Realistically, had things gone differently, I probably would have just gone to LA and gone and pursued that there. Because, I don't know if you guys know this, not that I think that I'm, like, the greatest of the greatest, right? But I know what my strengths are, and I know what my weaknesses are. Being on time, not a strength. Being, singing, that's something that I know I'm good at. I just don't do it. And once upon a time, when I was 18 years old, and my baby was everything, and I had just gotten married, and I loved singing, I got a phone call from Disney. And Disney does these, like, Disney cruises, right? Where, you know, you're on a boat. You guys know what a cruise is, but it's a Disney-themed cruise. Well, they wanted a singer to go and sing, like, Spanish songs, to go sing songs in Spanish on their cruise ship, and that was going to be my job. That's a huge opportunity. Like, that's huge. Who can say that they got a call from Disney to go sing for them? Like, what? You know, so at 18 years old, like, that's the dream. At least when you're 18, you know what I mean? That's the dream. Like, all I cared about was singing. Singing was my life. That's something that, like, you know what I mean? Like, you never really admit it, but that's, like, that's the dream. And I didn't take it. They needed me down in LA. Let me see, I was in Fresno, so it's only 4 hours away. Like, it's not far. They needed me down in LA like 2 days later, and Michael was doing his Air Force stuff in Fresno, and it just wasn't gonna happen. Like, it just, realistically, I just kind of sat back And I was like, I'm freshly married, I have a baby, like, I really want to do this, it could be huge for me, this is a dream, but my husband, like, who's gonna watch the baby? That's a lot of time away from, like, my family, and I didn't take it. And it's one of those things that, like, I kind of forgot about until recently. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I just kind of, like, put it out of my brain, pretend it didn't happen. Because it's one of those things where it's like, God, I wonder. Like, I wonder what would have happened, you know? And so it's just, like, big things like that have come my way. And I always put them to the side for my family, to sacrifice for my family, to be there for my family. And I think that being like an actual like working mom, like in the workforce every day, grinding, hustling, then coming home and grinding and hustling some more, it really put into perspective for me, like, I can do both. I can do both. And being, in fact, working, it helps me appreciate my time with my kids more. I know you guys see me like stressed out and annoyed all the time, but that's not like a constant for me. I truly love my kids and I feel like I appreciate them more now that I don't have as much time with them. So, I don't know. It's one of those things, one of those realizations. And I think him and I owe it to each other. You know, we've been together for so long. And I think him and I just really owe it to each other to explore these versions of ourselves and to learn, you know, who we are as individuals. Now, don't get me wrong. We're not, like, broken up, okay? I know it's kind of odd. Like I said, him and I have a really weird understanding of each other that not many people get. But I don't know. He's gonna go. As you guys can see, I'm kind of struggling with this. I'm struggling with like understanding it myself. So don't feel like you're the only people who are probably totally lost after this video. You know, I'm struggling with it too and kind of understanding where this next where these next few months, where this next year of my life is going to take us. Yeah. So this is just for clarity's sake, so nobody is completely lost. Let me see, the next couple of months, let me see, we're in February, the end of February. So he starts his new job March 1st, which is really exciting. And then he's going to train here for a couple of weeks. And then he's going to go. And I'm going to stay, and I'm going to stay in San Antonio, and he's going to go, and he'll come back on the weekends, and, you know, visit me, visit the kids, and that's just going to kind of, we're just going to see. Yeah, we're just going to see where things are, see where things are at. The other thing, more than any marriage thing, it's the middle of the school year, and I don't want to move Joshua again in the middle of the school year. I feel like he's the deaf new kid, and no, I mean, not that I am ever like worried about that, but I don't want to move him in the middle of the school year when he's doing such a great job, when he's doing so well at his current school. I feel like that's really unfair to him. So, yeah. We're going to take these next few months and let Jesus take the wheel, and kind of whatever is supposed to happen is what's going to happen. And I hope that you guys are understanding to that. And some days if I'm really sad, you know, that's probably why. Some days if I'm extremely happy, it's probably why. I have a lot of anxiety and a lot of like worries, and it's just honest. And I know that most people will probably be like, well, girl, why are you vlogging through this? But it's because it helps me. It helps me a lot. So if the vlogs are extra short, it's not because I'm being fake or not being honest. It's just because sometimes, you know what, sometimes you just need to turn the camera off. And at the same time though, having this like daily hustle of I gotta make a vlog, I gotta edit something, like it's good for me mentally. It's good for me to have a place to kind of just pour myself into something for myself. So that's that. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this. This is a huge jumble of me just trying to figure my life out. So that's that. Happy Monday, everybody. I hate to start this vlog or then start this week on such an odd place to start, but that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and thank y'all for being here and being understanding and being a part of my everyday life. You know, like I said, I know it's not a huge channel, but you guys that are here are freaking consistent as hell. Y'all are real ride or die bitches. And I appreciate you guys so much for following me through everything. Like, Jesus, I was such a baby when I started this. That's gonna do it for me. I gotta get going. I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you all very, very soon.